We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington football team. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. He wins one that's intercepted.
Already, first play, let's go.
Picked off at the 40. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal.
Nah, this Will Hunter. Will Hunter, I got 2 of them.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9?
I got 2 of them.
9 meaning go. Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared.
I'm swagging.
Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Well, they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. On the run, this is Jackson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I ain't rich yet, but you know I ain't broke out. Look at the joker.
Here's Jackson. Calling the gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The gain of 6 makes it 3rd and 8.
When I was son, when I started balling, I was young.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll run it with Jackson. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
Hopkins for the Washington field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Oh, my God, he missed it.
And that hits the crossbar and comes back no good. And by just a couple of inches, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Charles, he won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The throw down the field caught by his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
Atlanta.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. it on the toss. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. Strong coverage by Washington. And now
Man, the name had to kick in that door.
Did a nice job improvising.
Kick in that door.
The play, hoping
Swipe A.
come open downfield.
Swipe A.
Rosa's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0
Flip on the
advantage.
floor.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not the
way.
tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past him.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. On second down, this is Jackson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Y'all the ones that I do the shit for. Y'all the ones that I do the shit for. Made a name, had to kick in that door. Yeah, it's 4th and 2.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight into the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers.
You ain't got no money, bitch. You broke.
Especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Broke.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Give me that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter. After
You ain't got no money, bitch. You broke.
Long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Oh, that was dangerous.
It leads to 2nd and
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. On the ground, this is Jackson. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity,
Dress it up and make it real for me.
the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's
Dirty soda in the styrofoam. Spend the day getting my mind blown. Dress it up and go to Nassau. 200 miles on the dash. 30 miles out of the gas. Put the reins in the grand rap. You're the ones that make the groove right the niggas till your niggas start acting. We're balling like March Madness. All these cops shooting niggas tragic. I'm the one living lavish. I'm the one that did it, even though she average.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be
take you out for some shorts. Long way flashing. Long pack smelling musky. Fucking police can't touch me. The bogus police can't touch me. Roller niggas can't touch me. Boy, the pressure with the BBS. I drive the foreign like it was a Chevy. Drive the foreign like it was a Chevy. Pick it up and go to Nasdaq. Truck the cougar like she Holly Berry. Things like not as legendary. No in the styrofoam. Spend a day getting my mind blown. Dress it up and go to Nassau.
7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
by the Falcons.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the back.
Fucking Cougar like she Holly Berry, dirty like legendary.
And it led to an incompletion.
Yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Gun. They'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question...
No, it's 3-0.
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way...
Fuck for an hour, then she's going to get in the back seat.
The ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he caught it up, and the Falcons grab it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Down left side on the swing pass. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And the Falcons first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
The ball carrier.
Solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 4th down, he'll try and run for it. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Score Falcons 10. Washington, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosazon to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. He's got his man on the crossing route. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping.
She sucked the nigga so. Gotta catch up.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football, and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Falcons take over first.
There's no shoes in the house.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Weezy out of here.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. On 1st down, Gibson. And a good burst there, gets him 7 up to midfield.
Ball carrier.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Jackson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
They run again with Jackson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Jackson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was taken.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Jackson, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
At the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll get this down to the 10.
That's good.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Stepping up, he's good. And he fights his way
Solidarity.
Zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Thank you, Bo.
Quarterback keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious.
Nah, it was the power drink.
Caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And now here's a carry heading left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Oh, you niggas ain't serious.
Gain of 21 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 17-yard line.
1st down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
Makes the score Falcons 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2.
They'll run again with Jackson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Jackson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This is caught by Jackson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
One up to about the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help the running game as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Right back to him on first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
I don't know.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium.
This nigga hard-headed.
He is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Falcons, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.